Alrighty, hi everyone. This video is gonna be about my quest for a VBAC. Although me and my husband won't be trying for probably another year or so, I am now currently looking up different things about how to decrease C-sections and that kind of thing. And I will be posting videos every now and then about what I've been finding and all the research and all those kind of things, just to share with you guys. I will tell you that I do plan to do it differently now than before. I did make a birth plan before I went into the hospital. I was induced at 39 weeks with Pitocin, and some of the factors that probably led up to my C-section was that I was induced. When I began the induction, I was 70 or 80% effaced, and I was 2 centimeters dilated. So from what I've read, they say that this decreases the likelihood of a C-section because your cervix is actually softening and opening up. So with that being said, some other factors that could have led to it is that I had an internal monitor not hooked to Ella, but to myself to monitor contractions, because they could not get a good reading of my contractions. So I had that. I also had, I kind of laid around in the bed all day and didn't really get up and move around. One being that my family was there, and I didn't want to get up and show everybody all my stuff, So I had people going in and out of my room all day, so that's something I probably won't do next time. It'll just be me and my husband, and that's it. That's kind of how I wanted it, but it just kind of got a little out of hand. Plus, I didn't give my birth plan to the nurses. I forgot. It was just so much going on at that point. So, anyways, but then I guess it was around 5 o'clock that day they came in and they broke my water artificially. My water didn't break on its own, so they came in and broke it for me. And then after that, the contractions got horrible, and the nurses were pushing me to get an epidural or some pain meds and whatnot. They're like, well, you look like you're in a lot of pain, you really need the epidural, blah, blah, blah. So, anyways, finally I just said, just give it to me, after sitting there for an hour and bent over, just in so much excruciating pain, I just told them to give me the epidural. At that point in time, I was 4 centimeters dilated. The epidural for me did not really work. It only really worked on the contractions. I could still feel all the pressure from her head. And also, every time they would push more medicine into the epidural to try to alleviate that pain, I would have a burning sensation from my neck all the way down to my feet, which the anesthesiologist said this is not something that's common. It only happens in a couple of women. So I don't like epidurals, and I won't get an epidural next time. At least I'll try to prevent myself from getting an epidural. And if I do get an epidural, it won't be at 4 centimeters. It'll be a little later in my labor. So that was another factor that I think I got the epidural way too early. And then because after that, I dilated to a 5 and I stopped, and I wouldn't dilate anymore. And after that, around, I guess it was 11:30, they came in and told me that Ella's head was developing caput, which is a squeezing of the head or something. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. But anyways, Ella was in no distress. Her heart rate was fine and everything, but where she was in my pelvis, they said that I was supposed to be an 8 instead of a 5. So she was coming down the birth canal, but I wasn't dilated enough to get her out. So anyways, that's just a little bit of the background story of kind of the things that I think that led up to my C-section. I will be posting a little slideshow of just different things you can do to prevent a C-section. I have looked up those kind of things, but I want to look into the research and all the different things that I can do to like prevent it. And I also have to find a doctor who will do a VBAC, because some doctors, they won't do VBACs. They'll only do, once you've had a C-section, they want you to have a C-section again, because they're afraid of uterine rupture, which is very uncommon. It's like less than 0.3%, I think, is what I was reading online, or something like that. So anyways, if you guys have any questions for me, I'll try to answer them for you. Definitely not trying to give you medical advice on my videos. I'm just doing some research and some informational type things for my own good. Thanks for watching.